Lori Vallow, the so-called Doomsday mom accused in the deaths of her 2 young children. The trial continued today in Ada County in Idaho. For more on what happened in court today, we're going to be joined right now in the Live Now newsroom with Fox 10 investigative reporter Justin Lum, who's been following this since the very beginning. Justin, thanks for being with us today yet again. Who took the stand there in Idaho today?
Well, Andrew, several witnesses took the stand today, 4 of them law enforcement, but the first one, Chandler PD Sergeant Nathan Moffatt, a detective with Chandler back in July of 2019. He is significant because he interviewed Lori Vallow's brother, Alex Cox, after he shot and killed her then husband, Charles Vallow. Alex claimed self-defense and said Charles hit him in the head with a baseball bat. We now know Lori was there at the home when the shooting happened, but left the house only to return to the crime scene about an hour later. She has since been indicted in Maricopa County on 1 count of conspiracy to commit murder in the death of her former husband, Charles. The prosecution asked Moffatt if money could be a motive in a homicide. He said yes, and that Chandler PD learned about Charles's sizable life insurance policy.
On July 17th, I believe it was on or around July 17th, I contacted the insurance company, and Lori had tried to file a claim on that $1 million policy.
Did you learn whether or not that claim was paid out?
I later did, and it was not paid out to Lori.
Charles had changed the beneficiary to his sister, Kay Woodcock, before he was killed. Another former friend of Lori Vallow took the stand. His name is David Warwick. He and his wife, Melanie Gibb, also a key witness who testified last week, were 2 of the last people to see Lori's 7-year-old son, JJ, alive. It was the night of September 22nd, 2019, during a visit to Lori's Rexburg apartment as they stayed over to record a podcast. Warwick says Lori did not want to be interrupted at the time, and Alex Cox was watching JJ.
About 10:30, I believe it was 10:30 at night, I heard the front door open, which was to my back. I turned around and I saw Alex carrying JJ, and JJ was asleep and his head was on his shoulder.
And Alex carried him in the house?
Yes.
Did you see where Alex went?
He took him upstairs and put him in bed.
And as we know, JJ was never to be seen again until June of 2020, when authorities found him and his sister Tylee dead in the backyard of Lori's husband, Chad Daybell. Andrew?
Okay, so Justin, let's talk about even more of some of these witnesses, because there's a lot of them in this trial. JJ's former babysitter also taking the stand there. What did she testify to?
Well, yeah, she only watched JJ for about a few hours one day in September, and really she's one of the last people to see JJ. She thought that she would be on the schedule to work again, but Lori texted her saying JJ was with his grandma, Kay Woodcock, and that if she needed her help, she would let her know, but of course we know that never happened.
All right, you and I talked yesterday about the testimony of some of these Chandler, Arizona law enforcement officials. Well, body camera video from Chandler Police was played for people there in court today. What did that video show, and why, I guess, is it crucial for the prosecution there?
Well, you are right about body camera, but this was actually body camera video from Rexburg Police back in late November of 2019, the welfare check for JJ Vallow, as police were trying to figure out where he is. And we know that through that body camera video, Lori told police that JJ was in Arizona with her friend Melanie Gibb watching Frozen 2. She said that one of her other brothers, Adam Cox, not Alex Cox, who was there at the time in Rexburg, she said Adam was trying to kill her. She had moved around a lot, and that she herself had her own life insurance policy. She had told police about this hectic year, a bad year that she had had, and even told Melanie to take some photos of kids running around after she spoke to police. A very strange interaction.
Yeah, so no court tomorrow. Is there a reason for that, or is it just because, it's Friday?
There could be some scheduling issues that need to be worked out. We had several witnesses testify today, and the indication is that the prosecution is moving swiftly through this trial, and we have not seen a lot of cross-examination from the defense, and when we do, it's very brief. So we may be ahead of schedule, but it looks like court will be back in session on Monday, and things should get back on track with witnesses. Prosecution can get their bearings, and the defense had no problem with this as well. So yeah, no trial tomorrow.
Yeah. Just lastly, Justin, before the trial started, we had been speaking with you. We've been speaking with Nate Eaton of East Idaho News. You guys were saying this could last 10 to 12 weeks, but you just said they're really rifling through some of these witnesses pretty fast. Does that mean we could see something earlier than usual?
Could be. We went from 10 weeks to the judge telling jurors, hey, get ready for about 7 to 8 weeks. And now we're getting through these witnesses pretty quickly. So you never know. And how many witnesses will the defense call on after the prosecution is done with its witnesses? That remains to be seen. Will Lori Vallow testify? Will she take the stand? Those are the unknowns. But right now, as it stands for the prosecution, things seem to be moving pretty quickly. But again, this is the Lori Vallow trial. You never know what you're going to get.
That's so true. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see whether or not Lori Vallow herself takes the stand. Justin Lum here in the Live Now newsroom. We appreciate your reporting. Talk again. Thanks so much.
Thanks,